which is absolutely brilliant. So looking at the circuit we've got to race around, it's an awesome road circuit in Italy. We can choose a naked bike up to 780 performance points. The only annoying thing is the reward of the 2 bikes down the bottom. I've got both of them, so it'll be a case of getting it and selling it. Right, let's see what bikes we've got in here. Now, we've tried quite a few of these in other videos, so let's have a look at one that we haven't tested out. No, we've tested all them out. So what was the first one again? Oh, we haven't tested out this BMW S1000 R. We'll do this one, guys. We haven't raced this one before, so we're going to tackle that one. It's not bad in stats either. Yep, we'll do that one. We'll get straight into this race and have a good one. So here we go, guys. Right, guys, let's get straight into this race. Now, let's have a look at what other bikes are in this team versus team. And it's quite a decent, strong field of bikes, which is absolutely brilliant. Loads of powerful naked bikes in there. Let's see who comes out on top. Let's get straight into it. Here we go. Right, so here we go, testing out this BMW S1000 R for the first time, and let's see what it's like against the Aprilia V4R. Now, they're pretty close in stats, and this is a first experience. We haven't adjusted any of the settings on the bike, and it's going to possess a lot of power, so try to keep the front wheel down. We haven't got anti-wheelie on, so we're going to have to be careful and be really good on the throttle as well. Let's see if it handles well into the corners. We haven't adjusted any of the suspension settings, so it's on the standard setup. Let's try and dive into this corner. Hold it. A little bit of contact there with another rider, but that's not too bad. Now we're going to have to try and use the power on this bike really carefully into the turn. And it's quite a heavy bike as well. These Tourer bikes are normally heavy because they do long distance, and I was close to taking the back end of that bike and almost went off circuit. So it's understeering a little bit, but it's got so much power to play with. I can feel the power as I just open the throttle. This is going to be pretty quick on the straight, so we should close them down in front. Now I think it's the Aprilia V4R that's bombed out in front, and we've tried that one out and it was an awesome bike, so hopefully this one will compete against it. Let's try and be careful and gently open the throttle because that front wheel's going to go up. Oh my god, so much power, and we've managed to get into second place, but we've got to slow it down here. The brakes feel pretty decent, so let's hold it. So it's one of the other team members that's leading the race as I just touched his back wheel. Oh my god, that was close. I don't want to be taking him out. I like to play fair in these races, and yes, it is still understeering, but as soon as I open the throttle, guys, the power on this bike is absolutely crazy. So I'm going to have to be really careful into these slow turns to just keep that front wheel down, hold it, be nice and smooth. We know that we've got plenty of time to get past this bike. Let's try and go on the outside. No, he's going to take the inside line, so let's just be careful. We should be able to get him on the straight if we get a decent slipstream. And open that throttle again, and we've managed to keep that front wheel down, which is awesome. I am getting better at that. You just got to be a little bit steady, not just full throttling it all the time. And let's just try and hold it into that corner. Now I'm getting used to the braking and how much I can just turn this bike into the corners, and it is a very, very good bike so far. Considering I haven't adjusted the suspension setting, you can make this one handle like a dream. And let's just hold that turn. We've got a bike sitting right behind us. Be careful that it doesn't run us off, and we've accelerated out there pretty well, so that's awesome. Just try and gently take my finger off the throttle there and just hold it. Yes, nice and smooth through there, nice and gentle, not overdoing it, changing direction, and oh god, understeered. Oh my god, almost went off circuit there. So it does need an adjustment, so it definitely needs a setup, but we're doing okay. We're still leading the race as long as we don't muck it up and crash out. Right, slow it down. The brakes feel pretty decent. It's just understeering. It's not turning into the corners as well as I'd like, and it's just making me go out a little bit wider, so I'm just having to be aware of that as I go into the corners, that it's not turning as tight. I'm struggling to get that front end turned in. I am using a little bit more front brake than I am using back brake just to get that front end turned in. Hold it, that's a little bit smooth. Look, I'm still in first gear, now second gear, and just holding that first gear a little bit longer in those turns just to get the bike turned in. I can't full throttle it, it just doesn't want, it just won't let me. I would really go out wide and probably crash out. So let's get nice and tight into there, slow down a little bit early into that turn. But we're still leading the race, so that is the only good thing at the moment. Try and flip it over and accelerate. Right, we've got one more lap to go. Let's try and do this last lap a little bit better. Let's see if we can get into the turns and just use the front brake to get it turned in so we get nice and tight. Get nice and tight into this turn. That's a little bit better. We've got to try and get that front end of the bike turned in a little bit earlier so we don't go out wide into these corners. Right, let's slow it down, get it turned in early, get nice and tight. That's much better. That's how we like it. It's quite level. Looking at the bikes behind, there's a lot of red behind me, and it's going to be close going into the final stages of this race to see if we win this team event. It's not just about the result I get, it's my teammates as well. Oh God, didn't like that change of direction there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Really, that's much better. We held it there so we didn't go off circuits. That's much better. Let's see if we can really open this thing. Oh my God, this thing is quick once you open it out. Right, so slow it down, and we've dropped a little bit of time, so it's not running as quick. But oh, I didn't turn the front end in, and look, it just understeers so much. Oh God, almost lost the back end there. As soon as you don't get that front end turned in, and you're trying to maintain a decent speed, it just pulls you right over. You've got to get that front end turned in before you start powering out. As look, I'm really going slow, and I'm gradually opening the throttle when I know I've got the bike turned, but we've got a decent lead here, so we should be going okay towards the end of the race. We should be able to just take this nice and gentle, slow it down. And we have dropped almost a second on this lap, so apart from this bike needing adjustment, I do like it, guys. So don't think that I don't like this bike and it's not any good. I just think it needs a little bit of a tweak here and there, and we should be okay. Let's see if we can get the front wheel up on this thing, because it's got so much power. Oh, there we go, power wheelie. Yes, it's got so much power, and we take a victory. But did our team come out on top? It was pretty close looking at the bikes behind. Yes, we take first in the first race in today's videos. That's awesome. It must have been close. We'll check out the points tally and see what points we finished on. Oh, 2 points, guys. So it's getting closer. So let's get straight into the next event, guys, and see if it's another one that we can get another victory in. So let's get straight into it, guys. So here we go. First things first, we've got to choose our reward, but we've got both of these bikes. But I'm probably going to go for the Aprilia because I think that will get more credits. I think it's more expensive. But I'm telling you guys, get one of these bikes because both these bikes are awesome. This is awesome, the Flashback 2, and this is very, very good. Very, very fast. It's probably slightly better than that BMW that I've just used. It's around the same sort of performance. Try it out, guys. It's a very, very decent bike to have in your garage. Right, let's get into the next challenge in today's video and see what's next. So here we go. Right, guys, so the next challenge is Desmo Riders. So this has got something to do with Ducatis. Yes, it's going to be a race. It could be a race around a Mola. Awesome circuit. And I wonder if we have to choose a Ducati. Now, we get a Ducati as a reward, but I think I've got both of them. And we've got a bike. We can have a bike up to 780 performance points. So let's see what we get. Oh, no, you can use any of the bikes of that performance. What shall I choose? Actually, let's do a race on one that I haven't done a race on in a while. Oh, the DB8 Italia. I love this bike. Let's race this one. I think that would be good. And it's an Italian bike. Right, guys, I just received a message on my channel on one of my videos saying, please, could you pop more wheelies in some of the races? Now, I'm not going to use anti-wheelie on this bike, and I'm going to try that, guys. I'm going to try and pop some wheelies. Hopefully, I don't crash out, but this DB8 is very powerful, so it should be good fun. Right, so here we go with the race on the DB8 in this team versus team. Now, I'm going to try and pop some wheelies. Hopefully, I don't crash out. But this bike is crazy powerful. So let's see if we can pull away. Now, I'm just going to try and pop the wheelies when I get chance. And I'm not around too many bikes so I don't get crashed off. Let's just try and take a good start here. This bike's so quick in the acceleration, and we've managed to catch up straight away after that slow start. Let's try and get a nice turn into this corner and just try and feel our way in onto this bike. Now, I haven't ridden it for a while. I was thinking about doing a wheelie there, but then I thought, no, not yet. Let's just wait until we get a chance and use that power. Get that front wheel up. There you go. Not the biggest wheelie as we have to quickly turn, but when I get a longer straight, I'll try and crack it up as much as I can and try and gently open the throttle. But the wheel is wanting to go up so much on this bike anyway. Without using anti-wheelie on this bike, it does make the races a lot harder as you come out the slow corners, but it is a fun thing to try out. Right, and again, As soon as you try and open the throttle full, the front wheel goes up so easy. Right, let's try and slow it down. Now we're sitting in third, so we're doing okay, but this bike is so powerful, and it's going to be very hard to beat. Let's just try and pop a wheelie up here. Yes, nice and easy. Right, let's slow it down into this section and try and get through this chicane without getting crashed off. Nice and smooth. And open the throttle again slowly. Just try and keep that wheel down. We're not going to pop a wheelie down here just in case we get taken off, as we got to turn quite soon. Turn. Oh God, just left the braking a little bit late there. And try and be gentle on the throttle again so that wheel doesn't go up, and accelerate. Now we've just been left behind because we are slowing down into the corners, because we know this bike's just going to lift up really easy as soon as we open that throttle. But the power of this bike, look how quick it's oh my God, we're just going to fly past that Ducati, and we were into second. This bike is so quick. Right, that's slow down, and the brakes feel pretty decent as well. Now, I'm not even using a setup on this bike. You could tweak this a little bit better, but it feels so good to use, even without an adjustment. Right, let's get, oh no, I left it a little bit late. I was going to bring the front wheel up there, but we will try and get a few more wheelies in before the end of the race. Let's just try and get a nice drive out of that corner, and just try and get in a good position in this race. And that's just sent us out a little bit wider. And drive it up the hill, and just slowly open the throttle, and oh God, almost come off the back then. But when you feel the wheel going up, you've got to be really careful. Oh God, I've just mucked up the braking, almost right off the circuit, but just managed to just turn it in there. Oh my God, I've had to be careful there. But yeah, this bike definitely needs a little bit of a tweak on the suspension. It didn't react very well as it slowed down, and it just, I think that was more of the compression damping that you need to adjust, and get that wheel up. Nice power wheelie there, and slow it down, get a nice turn and accelerate. Let's try and get right behind this bike. We need to get past him in this lap if we can. Can we get past him here? Yes, loads of power on this bike, and we've shot past him. Right, let's just try and slow it down into this corner before he catches us up. We don't want to get taken off in that corner. No, nice and smooth, and again be nice control there. Awesome. Right, last lap. Let's see if we can win this race and try and pop a few more wheelies if we can. This bike is so quick. Look at the speed it gets to, so fast. And that should be a decent lap time. Not the quickest, as I am slowing a lot more into the corners because of the anti-wheelie not being on. I'm not accelerating out the corners as fast as I would normally. And again, look, that wheel goes up so easily. And bring that wheel up again. Nice power wheelie. Holding it at nearly 110 miles an hour. And I think the rider behind us is slowly caught up. But I don't care, as long as I just hold my position, I should be going okay. Just get that wheel up again, and we're going to try and end with a massive power wheelie. Oh God, just lost the braking point. Now that's the only thing when you do the wheelies before the turns, it just mucks up your braking points, and that's why I came off circuit in that last race as I was wheeling up the hill. You've got to be a little bit careful that you don't overdo it. So let's get into that corner a little bit better this time, and we didn't run off the course this time. But looking at the track map, it looks like our team are dominating this race. So hopefully we're going to get a decent points and take another victory. Now we have dropped some time, but we are doing wheelies in the race, so that is going to slow us down a little bit. Should we get the wheel up? No. Yeah, that's why not. Just bring it up a little bit and slow it down, and get. Oh God, left the braking a little bit late. Oh, but this bike's handling is so good. I managed to still turn it in. Right, we're coming to the remaining sector of this race, and we're going to try and finish with a humongous power wheelie. Hopefully, I don't come off the back, but it's happened before. Right, let's just slow it down into these last couple of turns and see if we can finish in style and accelerate, and watch the speed before I pull up the front wheel. So let's get it on the straight. Look, 140 miles an hour, and the wheel goes up, and we're holding it at 140 miles an hour. Oh, whoops! I pulled back a little bit, but we went over the finish line anyway. But there you go, guys. We finished with a power wheelie, and we took a victory. I hope that satisfies you. Thanks for that message that I got during recording to pop more wheelies, and I will try and do that in future videos, guys. If I get a chance to pop a couple of wheelies, I will. I do enjoy doing it. Thank you so much for that message. Right, let's get into choosing our reward and what's coming next in these team versus team videos. So here we go. Right guys, so here we go with choosing our reward. Now they're two awesome Ducatis, and I'm pretty sure I've got both of them, but I'm going to take the 99R because I'm pretty sure if I do choose one of these bikes, I'm going to use that one more if I haven't got it. But I think I've definitely got the 848 in my garage, but they're quite close in stats anyway. They're both awesome bikes, but I'm going to go with this one. And yeah, so it's another awesome Ducati to add to my collection in my garage. And I've got so many bikes now, it's crazy. We're going to jump in to see what's coming next. And I think we've only got a couple more challenges left in this team versus team. But we will check out what's coming next, guys. So let's get into that now, guys. So here we go. Right, guys, the next challenge is Italian style. That's the next challenge. And then we've got Racing Club. I'm not sure what these are going to be. Hopefully they're going to be awesome. But let me know in the comments below. Please give this a thumbs up. Leave your comments and share the video. And I will see you very, very soon, guys, for some more Ride 2 here on this channel. Bye-bye, guys.